screen. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, right. So let's go to the project master. Usually I'm the one who orients project managers and onboard them, but I've been really swamped with total scope. So I'm just gonna focus right now with the task creation. So if you go to the project master, most of the links that we use are in this tab. Are you familiar with this tab?
Yes.
Yes. So in the task in row 14, you have task creation process and task completion process. So for task creation, if you click that link, you will see this diagram.
Okay.
Okay. So in this diagram, we're starting with identifying the task that needs to be created for that project.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do is the task creation is not done in ClickUp because if you do it in ClickUp, we have automation in ClickUp that would automatically archive or delete that task because it didn't come from the task planner.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay. So what we do is we identify tasks and add them to the task planner. So this is a sample task planner of total scope. It's empty because I've already moved all the tasks for this week to ClickUp.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So for every project would have its own set of key modules. App area would be the same for all projects. So it's either DB or Axure or Dev. And then here we have a task title or task name. And actually, this is the description and the YouTube. So let me just try a sample Dev UI. Add profile avatar. Okay, there. So sample task description. So when you're creating task, let me just do that. When you're creating task, you have to add or provide as much information for the programmer, right?
Correct.
And
Mm-hmm.
what
Yeah.
we do is we actually require YouTube video links. So let me just try to get one here. Okay, for example, this one. Because if you don't add a video link, when we convert this to ClickUp, it would, there's automation to convert it to ClickUp. So it would show an error. So we need to add the video link and then have an assignee. Let's say for now, QA. Our estimate minutes should be more than 5 minutes, but less than 240. So less than 240 would be 4 hours. So what we try to do is actually break down the task and make sure that the longest hour time we can assign to each task is 4 hours. So if a developer or a programmer comes to you and says the estimate for this task is 6 or 8, you have to ask them to break it down because
Mm-hmm.
it's more manageable and easier to monitor 4 hour task than an 8 hour task. So that we can easily uh, pinpoint blockers and delays, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
for example, this is 180 and then you select a priority and automatically it would populate a ClickUp status. Okay. So basically I've gone through this part already. So it before we had automations that would automatically populate the assignee column, but I haven't updated the sheet, I think. So that's why I had to select an assignee. But before, when we would let me just try if we would like API. It there are combinations of key module and app area that would populate this.
Mhm.
Okay. So now for the estimate, I've indicated here 180, right? But ideally, for example, the programmer is Abdul Mois. What I would do is I would ask them to go to this sheet and look at the task and provide estimates. Because if I would just give the estimate, it would just be a wild guess.
Yeah.
So we
Okay.
want the programmers to do that, and they usually do that on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, project manager starts asking the programmers to provide estimates before the Thursday project meeting. Why Wednesday? Because Thursdays are project meeting, and then Friday we start the new week. Our week runs from Friday to Thursday. Okay? So
Okay.
by
Okay.
Friday, we need new tasks created for the new week. So if the programmer thinks that they don't have, so they will look at the task planner and they will check if they have all the information to give an estimate. So if the information in the task planner is not clear, the programmer needs to tell you that, or if the task is too complex and they require consultation with the tech lead, like Kasim, they would also tell you that. So you can arrange a call and discuss the task. So if the programmer gives you a estimate, you will then add it to the task planner, right? And
Okay.
once you add it to the task planner, um, this second row is automation. So I'll just show you as I've mentioned, if you don't have a YouTube link and you try to convert it to ClickUp, it will say there's missing data.
Good.
So
Okay.
it
Mm-hmm.
it has to have, uh, where's my YouTube link? Let me just find the sample YouTube link and put it here. So if I click convert, the automation will move this row to the next tab here. And this tab is where the I don't know why is it select all. This tab is where the make automation picks up the task and adds it to ClickUp. So for example, we created this sample task. Hmm, I'm not sure where it. So I'll just show you. We cannot run the make because I don't have a sample here. But when the task is moved here, this would be blank. Okay.
Okay.
So make will pick up this task and create it in ClickUp and then populate these rows. Is that clear
Could
so
you
far?
please repeat that last point you just said?
Okay. So for example, let me just copy this and let me paste this. Okay. So sample task description. When I select convert, the automation will move this row
Yeah, to the next
here.
step.
Yes,
Hmm.
but
Okay.
it would be blank. This last
Yeah.
three rows, columns would be blank because these are ClickUp ID and ClickUp link. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll just show you. This is the make automation that will pick up those tasks and create it in ClickUp. So it's running right now. It was able to pick one row. There's just a delay here so that we can get the ClickUp. task ID, the custom ID.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll go back to the task planner and you see it's populated already.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you
I see.
notice? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So if we go to um, the total scope board here, we'll see this, the sample task.
Yes.
The sample task was
Yeah, I
created.
see.
Okay. So that's the task creation.
Okay, got it. One question, or there's some. So yesterday I saw the task and I see that some of the tasks included the video URLs while some of the tasks included only screenshots. So instead of video URL, we can also put a link to the screenshots, right?
Yes, as long as it's a link, it the task planner would accept it. So just for example, like here, sometimes I use a link for the Google slide, or sometimes we would provide the Figma link.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be best if it's a video link
Okay.
because that
And
way the
mhm.
programmers can watch that. Like if not YouTube, you can use also a screenshot.
Okay, 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 got it. Right.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Um, yes. So after that, let me just go back. So after the task is created in ClickUp, that's the end of this diagram. So once it's created in ClickUp, we move to the task completion process, which is a bit more lengthy to discuss. But you can go through this diagram and then let me know if there's something, there's anything that's not clear. But basically, this takes the task from weekly sprint, what the programmer, the options for the programmer on what to do after they move the task to daily sprint. And you can see in the second row, it's all the automation that happens in between because programmers cannot move tasks from one status to another without adding comments. That's one
Mm-hmm.
requirement, right? So when they move from weekly to daily, they don't have to add any comment. But once they put the task in daily, it means they started working on that task. So it would be required of them to add a comment if they either move it to deploy to dev or if they want to move it to blockage because there's a blocker or there's a dependency on other task, or if they want to move it back to the weekly sprint because their day has ended and they haven't completed the task yet and they will continue the following day, they have to add a comment. Now, when they move tasks to deploy to dev, this means they have pushed the changes to GitHub. They would have a PR link, right? So what they would do is actually add the PR link to the comment and move it to deploy to dev. And once it's deployed to dev, the programmers are also required to do a recording of the task of whatever deliverable they have, right? If it's a fix or it's a new functionality, they have to create a video for that, but they have to do it in the dev site, not in their local environment.
Mm-hmm.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they need to push the changes to GitHub, have the PR merged, and once it is merged, that's the only time they record the video, and they have to add that video link to the comment so that they can move the task to QA start. So our QA does not does not do QA testing on tasks that have not been moved to QA start because it would be just to make sure that what QA is doing is something that the dev has already tested themselves, right? It's not something that they just submitted and said complete. So if there's no video link added to the comment, that the task is bounced back to from QA start back to deploy to dev. So once
Okay.
QA start, once project manager or QA performs the testing, then we have decision boxes here. If they pass, if they don't, the project manager or QA can move the task back to daily sprint. So the automation would add a redo tag for that task. It means it was sent back from QA. However, the QA also needs to add a video link. So regardless if the changes or the fix or whatever new functionality pass the QA or not, we both in both scenarios we need the video link to show that QA was done.
Okay.
So this is the requirement for the QA or the project manager doing the QA testing to add the video link as comment and then say if it passed or if it did pass the QA or not. So if it did not, it will be sent back to daily sprint. If it passed, then there's also a decision point of whether we need further testing. So just to give you an example, when we move it to QA next, for example, it's in QA start and QA moves it to QA next, they need to they need to tag what will be done in the next level of QA. If it's a UI task, they develop the UI, the HTML code from the Figma design, then usually we will tag it for UI review. So if we tag it for UI review, a comment assigned to a kill will be automatically created. See, assigned to kill to do the QA, to do the UI review. If it's a DB, if it's a functionality or front end code that needs to be reviewed by the tech lead, then we would tag it as code review for the QA next. Right now, we don't have assigned tech lead for total scope, but when we have, there would also be a comment automatically generated assigned to the tech lead,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay.
Right.
So once it passes, so same thing, if it doesn't pass the QA next, it will be sent back to daily sprint. We send it back to daily sprint and not to weekly sprint because redos have higher priority than the tasks that were scheduled for them for the week. Okay, so we
Okay.
put it back to daily sprint. So if it passes the QA start and QA next, then either we put it in deploy to prod or we tag it as done.
Okay.
So you can review the process diagrams. You can access them from the project master sheet here,
Okay.
right?
Okay, so Odessa, I will just review this sheet and also the whole process of the diagram in detail. So after that, I'm supposed to add a task on the ClickUp. So I will first add it on the sheet and it will automate the rest of the process. So after the task is
Yes.
successfully uploaded, I'll just consult you. I'll let you know, and you can, if you can simply let me know that if I did everything correct.
Okay, okay. So you're doing auto train, right? So
Yeah.
all the task planners have links here as well in the PM links. So in auto train, um, yeah. So this is the task list, and yes, you can add it here. Or actually, I usually wait. Let's add a filter here. Wait filter. Let's add a filter here because The low and the ones, the normal and low are per old task. So let's see if we can also add normal. The low and normal are actually the low task, low priority task were old tasks that were created a year ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you can add it here. Just make sure that all the drop downs are present, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's just copy that in all the rows. Huh? Yeah. So just make sure that you have extra rows that has that drop down. So let's,
Okay.
okay. And then just add it here and let me know if I need to review. I think Moise is also familiar with this sheet.
Yeah. Yeah. You must be.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Any clarification? Ankita, do you have
No,
any
it's quite
questions?
no, no, no. It's quite clear. I just have one question. So to link the last three columns, right? Once the task was created, you did some start and stop to link the task, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
Can you, yeah.
here. Actually, it's a scheduled run. So
So this will be
just
done by you, or we
no,
have to.
this is not manual. It's a scheduled run. So it starts at
Mhm.
1 a.m. EST
All right.
and ends at 10 p.m. Oh, not why is it 1 a.m.? Yeah, 10 a.m. EST. And it runs Mondays to Fridays. The reason why is every time this scenario runs, we are charged for it. So if it keeps running 24 hours, then we're paying for unnecessary instances.
Okay. So this will be also automated, right?
Yes, this is automated. Actually, all the scenarios, we have different scenarios for each project. So AutoTrain also has the scenario running on a schedule. And I think it's also the same. Just let me know, Fariba, if you need to adjust it like to an earlier time or later time, and then I can
Mhm.
expand the start and end time of the run.
Okay. All right. So in those between these two times, this script run after every 15 minutes.
Yes, yes, every 15
Okay. Okay.
minutes.
Mm-hmm. Got it. All right.
Awesome.
Anything else? Good question, Ankita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's all clear, I guess. We'll get more familiar once we start using this thing.
Yes, once you get, yeah,
Okay.
you
All
start using the sheets.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's it. Thank you guys. And just message me if you have any question.
All right. Thanks,
all
Monica.